everyone, it's your girl Destiny here, and in this video we're going to be talking about the 10 things I wish I knew before going to college, because there's a lot of mistakes that I made my freshman year. It was a learning experience, and I'm here to show you guys what I learned and what I should have already known before going, so stay tuned. First things first, be involved. I was really shy, like I said, first semester, and I didn't really talk much. I didn't really go out much. I went to a few parties, but that's besides the point. I didn't really do much. I wasn't that active in school, and so I wish I really was, because it would have probably helped me make more friends and just feel more involved in my school. Even in pre-college when I went, I wasn't that active there either. So to be involved is a great way to start your freshman year, because you're, for one, being active with your school, you're showing pride, and at the same time you're making new friends and you're experiencing new things. So I would say just be involved, be in. Grades are extremely important in college, and you have to make sure you were on top of everything. You were always checking Blackboard, you were setting up appointments with your teachers and your advisors, and you're just making sure everything, all your ducks are in a row basically. But you have to do this just because this is something you're paying for. It's not like high school and you can just go in and look at the study guide like I always like to use and just see the exact same thing on your test later on. College is way different. You have to put in effort and a lot of work. You have to study all the time, and I know it's easier said than done, but it's something you have to do. You have to study. You have to put in that work. But going along with that, it's very important that you know your grades do not define you. In high school, I struggled with this one, but in college, I'm struggling just as much, just because we all want to have good grades. We all want to be that #1 ranked student, and in reality, we're not. Like, we're gonna make mistakes, we're gonna do bad on a test, it's just going to happen. But we need to realize that our grades do not define who we are as a person. It doesn't mean we're stupid because we got a C in a class. We just need to realize that we have to study more in that class to do better, because our strengths and our weaknesses will show definitely in our classes, and we need to work on our weaknesses so they can be just as good as our strengths. So I just want you guys to take this away, that you are not defined by your grades, so don't let them define you. It's okay to not be okay. I say this just saying because we get so stressed in college, whether it's a test or exams are coming up, or boys or relationships or anything. We just get really stressed and we just go through a lot of emotions in college, and we like to say, like, no, it's fine, but it's not fine. It's really not fine. And it's just okay to not be okay. We all need that moment where we just need to breathe and just let it all out and cry, because it's just gonna help us get through whatever situation we are going through. Another lesson that I learned in school is that friends come and they go. In high school, we may have had what we thought was our permanent friends, but then we got to college and weren't as close as we used to be. And I was actually really upset by that, just because friendships mean a lot to me. But I had to realize that it's gonna happen throughout my whole entire life. Friends are gonna come and they're gonna leave. It's just a matter of fact of who's gonna stay and who's not. That's what I had to learn. So friends will come and they will go. Something that my mom has taught me is that in college you will probably make those friendships that will last a lifetime, just because you are all growing and you're becoming adults, and so you're making those bonds that you probably wouldn't have made while in high school or middle school or whenever. But you're making that bond and you're creating a more mature friendship or relationship or whatever. So that's why I'm saying friends come and they go. I'm not saying that the friends that you did have in high school you're not gonna have forever, because I still had my best friend, but you're gonna grow and meet new people, and that's kind of what college is all about. Is about meeting new people and experiencing new things with a different surrounding. So don't be upset if a friendship ends or things just don't go the way you wanted them to, because that's life, and you have to learn from everything that happens and just keep moving on. If you are not uncomfortable, you are not growing. Someone said this in a panel discussion, and I took it and ran with it, because it is probably one of the best quotes I've ever heard, because it's one of the realest quotes I've ever heard. I get so uncomfortable in situations and I don't know how to react to them, and I just get really like, ah. But in reality, it's helping me grow, because if I'm able to get through those situations and come out stronger, it's only making me a better person because I'm able to get out of that situation. If I'm uncomfortable, I'm growing because I'm stepping out of my comfort zone and doing something that I probably never would have been able to do probably 20 minutes before that. So that's why I'm in love with this quote, and I want everybody to take this quote and run with it like I did. If you are not uncomfortable, you are not growing. In college, you are literally going to walk everywhere. I wish I would have known that before college. I guess it was common sense, but unless you have a bike, you are literally walking everywhere. Whoever told you about Freshman 15, they lied. I was so active just because all my classes were so far away from my dorm room, and I was always walking at least like 3 miles, it felt like to me. It was just so long and so far. So please, I'm letting you guys know, you were walking everywhere. My campus wasn't even that big. That's the funny thing. I have a really small campus, and so for me it was a lot. I know for people that go to like big giant schools, I'm sorry, I really am. Take advantage of every opportunity. This one is so important to me because I believe that when something comes up, you should just go for it. I believe in it. Do I follow it? No. But I believe that you should just go for whatever you want. And that happened at the beginning of the semester for me. I've always wanted to go to New York. It's been one of my biggest dreams, and I always thought I wasn't going to go. And my teacher had this thing going where she was asking students to come with her to this networking event for like business majors, and I was like, I'm not a business major, but I want to go. And so I ended up just talking to her about it, and I took that opportunity and I ran with it, and I was there. And when I tell you, I was so happy to be in New York. It was only a day trip, but when I tell you, the little girl inside of me was just so happy to be there. I can't wait to go back. I'm gonna do it again next year because it's just a really good event to go to. It's a multicultural networking event, and I loved it so much. So I believe that you should take any opportunity that comes your way, even if it doesn't seem right for you right then and there. Go for it anyways, because you never know what the outcome is going to be. Make sure you go and see your advisor. These are the people that are going to be helping you make your schedule and making sure that you are in the right and proper classes. Because if you don't go and see your advisor, then you're just going to be at a standstill and you're not going to know what to do. If you build that relationship, they'll be able to write you recommendations and just be there for you whenever you need them. They're going to be like your guidance counselor, basically. You go to them when you need help. So make sure you build a bond with your advisors and you are constantly going to them. Learn how to condense information. Whenever you see keywords or phrases or anything, just write that down. Don't write down everything, because your notebook will literally be filled with a bunch of crap. Make sure you have just the key information that you need. So learn, especially your freshman year, how to condense information, because it's going to help you in the long run, I promise you. My last piece of advice that I wish I would have known is college is what you make it. I can't stress this one enough, just because I've been told this so many times, and I'm here to stress this to you guys just because college is a learning and growing experience, and if you just sit on your butt and don't do anything, then it's not going to be fun for you. If you go out and you meet new people and you join activities and you just are a part of your school, then it's going to be a fun experience for you, because you are growing and you are just experiencing things that you probably wouldn't have experienced in your high school years. You have to change your perspective. You can't just be closed-minded, because there's going to be lots of people and lots of things that are going to come your way. You have to just be open-minded and just experience everything that's around you. The people are going to be different. Your surrounding is going to be different, and you have to be okay with that. If you're not okay with that, you're not going to have fun. If you're able to be an open-minded person and be open-minded to the people and the things that are going on around you, you're going to have a good time, because you're literally pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, like I say a lot, and it's preparing you for life.
that. You know, that's responsibilities when you're at home, but when you're in college, those aren't responsibilities. Those are things you got to take care of. Responsibilities are, you know, getting your work done, you know, going to class on time, you know, stuff like that. So you really got to be able to identify the difference between responsibilities and what you got to take care of, what you got to take care of.
Yeah. Good answer. And then last question, what advice do you have for any upcoming freshmen?
What advice do I have for any upcoming freshmen? Just come into college humble. Know that it's a learning experience for you and everybody else around you. So be prepared to grow with the people around you and stay humble and hungry.
I hope you guys like the 10 things I wish I knew before going into college and are able to use this when you go back to school. And not even just in college, you can use this when going back to high school too. I just say college because the mindset's a little bit different, but hey, if you want to go and use this advice, go right ahead. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you in my next one. Bye.